137. Trev's Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. It's too sweet. Anyway, this is the last week after we were supposed to have already been done the season on the 9th, but due to what's going on, season got pushed back a week. But this is the week where the divisions start finishing up. And today, the Central finished their division up. So I figured, while we're at it, let's go over my division predictions when the season began. Let's kind of review how I did and see whether I hit the nail or missed it and hit my thumb. But instead of that, let's get into it. I'm going to start off by saying, if you haven't seen my original predictions video, pause this video right now and go to this one. Getting back to it though, if you remember, this year's version of the Central is made up of three teams that are actually from the Central Division, and the rest from the Eastern Conference, from the Metro and from the Atlantic. And if you remember watching my original predictions video but don't remember how my predictions went, they went something like this. And for the record, how it officially looks as of the actual finishings as of today, I'm way off the mark. Way off the mark. Carolina is first in your division. And it's not hard to understand why. They're a really good team. They're a bunch of up and coming hot prospects. Goaltending looks solid this year. So, not surprised they finished first. Florida, who I thought was going to finish sixth and out of the playoffs, is second in the division. Go figure. See, I chalk up to this. You take away that first year for Coach Q, for goalie Bob. Let the nerves settle. Now that they're in place, now that they know what they got to do, they're doing it. And because they bulked up, they got beefy, they ran over pretty much everybody and looked good doing it too. So let's not rule out the Panthers past this point. Third was Tampa, your defending cup champs. Sure, you could say some of it was the lack of Kucherov. And I remember in the prediction view I said no Kucherov, no problem. Well, his points were missed. I guarantee you that. But they still made a solid run out of it. So they still clinched the playoffs, which is always the important thing. Fourth was Nashville. And I thought after Duchesne went out with the injury, they were done. But they squeaked in. And I know it's not all Duchesne in Nashville, but hey, I got to say something good about the kid. He's my wife's favorite player, so I'm not going to blast him too hard. Out of the bubble, though, was your Cup finalists from last season, the Dallas Stars. And that's not a surprise. No Bishop, no Sagan. You know, getting struck in the beginning with having to wait a week to play, that didn't help. Chicago came in sixth, and they were the surprise to me. I actually thought they were going to make a run out of whatever season they had, minus Taves. And Kane carried that team really well on his back. Really well. Unfortunately for Kane and Taves, though, I mean, they're not really in their prime anymore. Kane, maybe. Taves, not so much. Detroit didn't finish last. And that's probably a sentiment we're going to have to agree with for the next couple of years. Is Detroit's not going to finish last. I think beyond this season, they're going up. I think it's about their time. And I know with a lot of teams in the rebuild, you know, it's always a matter of if we're lucky, well, I don't think it's luck anymore. I think Detroit's going to make their way up next season. Finishing last, which surprised me, but it shouldn't have, was Columbus. Trading Dubois for Laine on paper sounded really good. Really good. Laine having to sit out 14 days to cross the border and then not playing like the Laine we all know. I mean, there was flashes of it here and there. I'm not saying it was completely useless, but he really didn't help the team. And he is an RFA. So that's something Columbus could look at. I mean, they traded Foligno. They gutted basically. Well, they didn't do a lot of gutting, but they didn't really add to the roster much. They lost Tortorella. Well, it was a mutual. Tortorella's gone. It's going to be a long road ahead in Columbus. And I feel for you, Jackets fans. I really do. I know what the rebuild is like. But it'll get worse before it gets better. And who knows? Maybe it'll be a great thing. So as far as my predictions went, yeah, no. Nowhere near close. Not even close. 0 for 8. But that's to be expected with these divisions this year. I said it from the start with every division. It's a mess. It's going to be a mess. And I might not get them all right in this. You know what? I got none of them right. But with the Central Division done, I can give you a playoff video now. Or at least the playoff predictions. And you know how well my playoff predictions go. Oh, this is going to be so bad. But having said all that, Carolina won your Central Division. I thought Tampa was, but Carolina did. It's going to be a great playoff. I'll say that much.